Now, with the Paralympic Games starting later this week in Rio, of course, athletes will once again show just what can be achieved.
Yeah, young people who may never have had the chance to take part in athletic sport have done so today at Exeter Arena as they took inspiration from a former GB sprinter. Seth Conway reports.
Athletic endeavour is all about trying to do your best and achieve your own personal goals. 22-year-old Flora loves to run. Sprinting is her favourite, but she's building up to much longer distances.
I love running. I'll try to train for 5k and I'm doing 11 in 1 hour.
And Flora has running inspiration to hand. Tash Mead from Plymouth first represented Great Britain when she was 15 at an international meeting for blind and visually impaired athletes. She trains with the South West Athletics Academy. Running with her guide Sam, she's able to achieve international standard times for her category. But the local academy is an inclusive group, so able-bodied and those with varying levels of disability train together.
Having people in our training group with additional needs and obviously physical, I think that I inspire them to move forward and get into sport.
Today at Exeter Arena, people with learning and physical disabilities had the opportunity to take part in a wide range of athletic sports that they might not have had the chance to play before. Jocelyn doesn't need a wheelchair, but she was able to experience the speed of a sprint chair that will be on show in the Rio Paralympics.
Really, there's an activity for anybody up here for any ability, and hopefully the Paralympics will inspire more people to come up and join local clubs and groups like we have here at Exeter Arena and just come and take part. We do have a lot of fun, but we might have the future Paralympic athlete here that joins now. We've had 2 or 3 people really show an interest, which is great.
The activities were open to everyone. An Exeter charity, CEDA, which helped to organise the event, brought some of the people it works with. Many of them have physical disabilities which can really limit movement. But even being able to take part in throwing the howler, as it's known, can bring with it a huge sense of achievement.
It's very important to get people to do the littlest things that they can do. And those little things sometimes become humongous things, really big, momentous things that can change their daily lives.
Events like this through to the Paralympics helps to remind everyone that sport, either played or watched on television, is for all.
I like football.
Any team in particular?
Manchester United.
For those taking part today, it simply whetted the appetite for what's to come in Rio over the next few weeks. Seth Conway, ITV News, Exeter.
What a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and looking forward to covering the Paralympics in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Now, 155 years ago.
Well, like the Olympics, the Paralympics will no doubt spur more of us to take up a sport we previously thought we couldn't do. But efforts are already underway to encourage more people with disabilities to get involved in sport.
Only 12% of disabled people take part in sport in the UK. But today, a festival was held in Exeter which aimed to increase that figure and possibly find a Paralympian of the future. John Henderson met some of those athletes taking part.
With his ultra-marathon shoes on, James Gardner means business. He's come a long way since he almost died in a car accident aged 5. Then his parents were told his life support machine might have to be switched off.
My brain injury was so bad that I'd probably not walk or have any state of life if I survived, so they advised turning it off, really.
And look at you now, you're going to do the marathon.
I'm preparing for the London Marathon, yeah.
Not everyone at the Exeter Arena shared James's lofty ambitions.
Whoa, fantastic.
But that was the point of the Disability Sports Festival, to give athletics a go.
Bring your arm straight back. Nice big throw. Ready? And really lob it. Oh, he got his leg.
But participation is a problem for disabled people, with only 12% doing some form of sport.
Oh, fantastic. Access tends to be an issue, and also the belief that people can actually take part in activities. So a lot of people don't realise that they can do so many different things, and athletics in particular is really open and inclusive.
About 60 people took part in the festival, with advice and help from athletes like Plymouth's Natasha Mead, a top sprinter who's partially sighted.
I try and inspire people with disabilities, and particularly people with visual impairments, to try and get into the sport because it gives everyone else an insight on what para athletics can do.
Natasha wasn't able to go to the Rio Paralympics because there was no classification available, but she's proof of what's possible.
Throughout most people's lives, you're constantly being told what you can and can't kind of do, and here it's a matter of anything is possible. You can have a go and probably surprise yourself.
I want to be an inspiration for other people. I want to live to inspire myself and know that I always put my best effort in and my best foot forward, and yeah, to inspire others to never go up, really.
And James is pushing on with his dream. Paralympics for you, James?
Well, who knows?
Oh, James, you are inspiring others, that's for sure.
So John Henderson gave up there at the end.
He did give up, didn't he?
Kept running.
Now, the lengths people go